Hey, how's it going? Josh here from Books by Josh, and this is episode number 95 of the Books by Josh audio immersion. This episode is titled February 2026. Why did I title it that? Well, here's the thing. It's been 2 weeks since I put out an episode, but I have an excuse that's not really an excuse. I had the flu. Or it could have been COVID. I don't know. It was one of them. I was pretty bad. Couldn't really talk without coughing, nasally, all that. So, here we are. It's February. Right now I'm recording this. It's February 2nd, Monday. And guess what? I teased you guys in the last episode, talk about I got something cooking. Not right now. Stove is off. But I'm actually working on a book. It's a bigger book. It's not even a book, it's a novel. And it's being written in first person, not like my traditional third person or my nonfiction series. So this book is a bigger book that's something I never tackled before, and I'm anxious about it because what if you guys don't like it, things like that. It's called, right now the working title is Rehab of a Writer. It's a whole thing with that. Taking inspiration of my own life is something I had on the back burner for years, and I'm like, you know what, now's the time. As you probably know, if you listen to the other episodes, might be of my traditional 9 to 5 soon, things like that. But I'll still be podcasting, creating stuff for you guys, the listeners, because you guys want that. I've got written content coming in the form of blog posts for Books by Josh and also my Tech with Josh stuff. I don't know if you know it. I write tech stuff. I also do a tech podcast, Tech with Josh, like I said, but it's TEK because CH was taken, and I'm not spending hundreds or thousands of dollars for a name. But no, seriously. So I just want to update you guys on that, give you guys a status update. Listen, it's a new year, and guess what? Like I said, it's February 2nd, and there's still snow outside. I'm not talking about a little bit of snow, like inches upon inches, like a foot, sometimes 3 feet from the plow. So I'm in New York City, and it's cold. It's been like 20 degrees, so hence why I caught the flu. But so I had the flu, then the blizzard hit while still having the flu. It was fun. But yeah, no, so I'm still here. I'm still creating, still working on that. And the reason I want to do just a general me talking, there's no script for this. I'm just going off cuff, as you can probably tell by the way I'm talking, is because I want to give you guys that update to let you know to look forward for that. My last book, A New Set of Eyes, I still like it because it shows using AI, and it's okay to use it, It's not taking away your voice, how to implement it, what you can do, how I implement it, stuff like that. And writing books using the help of AI services to make sure continuity is still there, is still in the same kind of text. And like I said, grammar. I suck at grammar. You should see me texting someone. I don't have spell check on, and I constantly misspell words. And I don't double check text because it's like, if you don't understand, just ask me, and I'll respond back quickly. But with writing, I do spell check for that, but grammar is a bit harder. Like I said, for smaller authors such as myself, that's a big expense to hire another. And guess what? Who's to say that editor doesn't use AI themselves? So I do leverage Gemini, GPT, and Claude for that, just to make sure my voice is still the same throughout the chapters, things like that. But it is something I'm learning each day to let it work with me, not to try to fight it. It's like for text to speech for like my YouTube shorts. So I do have YouTube shorts as well. I have a YouTube channel for the Books by Josh channel. So on there you'll see that I actually have like shorts from my blog posts that from booksbyjosh.com that I go in there and actually break it down to some of the best parts and put them up on YouTube. I have a TikTok now for that as well. And like, I'm getting serious here. I bought like a rollable green screen as well. So with that, I can make videos. Again, I have Mike, not this one. This one's for podcasting. Like I have the wireless lav, things like that, a little tripod. So there's some content in the work. So I'm working on a pipeline for that. Scheduling, and you can still expect episodes of the Books by Josh audio immersion, the Tech with Josh, and the Manga with Josh to come out on Tuesdays in the morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern every Tuesday or every other Tuesday when things happen as they do. But if like my 9 to 5 falls through, then you'll see me posting every week. And then you have, like I said, I'm doing a lot of rain posts on Medium. But if you want to get the bigger posts, you have to go to thebooksbyjosh.com because that's where I'm doing the full post. Medium is like truncated, easier reads. It's very basic. And what I've been focusing on with my blog posts are things that I like. I have no degree in like philosophy, motivational quotes, things like that. Book reviews as well. So I did, as last episode you saw, The Richest Man in Babylon, Why It Still Matters. And that was a short episode compared to the Written Out blog post. That is a monster. Like, I read that book multiple times and I listened to the audiobook and I jotted down certain key points, things like that, and got that written out for you guys. So I have content like that. And also, I'm working on like a new set of eyes, the audiobook, to get it listed. I'm not narrating it, so you can tell. I hate my voice. I do have like a clone of my voice. This ain't a clone, this is me. For if I want to have those on my site separate from like the regular audiobook so that it sounds like me reading it to you. If you like my voice that much, you can get the audiobook. That might be something I do. So I have that in place. So with the audiobooks, I'm using text to speech for that. I know you're about to say, Josh, what about paying a voiceover guy? Listen, these books aren't going to make me rich. I'm not making thousands a month from these books, right? The audiobook is for convenience for you guys, the listeners, if you want to just listen to it. I honestly prefer reading. The reason I do audiobooks is because I'm doing something else that I don't want to sit down and read. So I'll just play the audiobook while doing something else, cleaning or whatever. Or if I'm taking notes. Because taking notes while reading ebooks is a lot harder. But so that's some of the things I'm working on. My goal, I say I don't have New Year goals and stuff like that multiple times. Done so many goals video. But last year, from September to December, even though a new set of eyes came out in January on the 1st for the new year, it was written in those months. So from September to December, I was able to put out 3 books. I know one's a poetry book, one's a finance book, and one's just nonfiction. A business book? I don't know what to classify it, but a creative book. There you go. Those are smaller books. So if you add up the words of all of them, maybe you get 15,000 because the steps, 12 Steps to Finance is a longer book. And it's, what, 99 cents for that one? This is entry level stuff. If you want to read it. But with this, honestly, Private Eye, my first published book, because I was had published poets, things like that. But my first actual published book, Private Eye, is about 27,000 words. Private Eye 2 is about halfway or right below halfway point. It's over 35,000 at the moment. The book I'm working on now, that I've had on the back burner since before Private Eye 2, I'm shooting for about Hondo 20, 100,000, 120,000 words, and it's gonna be something, a challenge. It is. It's been proving a challenge since I've been working on it. And it's from a different angle because I said it's first person to convey emotion more more of a character bias, things like that. And it's a heavier read than I'm used to. And from there, I'm shooting for springtime. The groundhog just said we got 6 more weeks of winter, so spring release for that. April, Mayish. For that, I'll keep you guys posted. I really need to post on Twitter ads or whatever to update stuff because it's like I want to have that out because right from there, my next book, I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. I have 3 books other than the one I'm working on now, the Rehab with a Writer. I have Private Eye 2, which like I said is about 4th or 5th. I have another one that's going to be named something like Retirement Bloodbath. That one's going to be probably around the same length as the one I'm working on now. It's a cop book, you know, detective book, not Private Eye, but detective. I'm not going to give away the premise, but other than that, I have another one. That one's a romance book, as I hinted in that other episode. That one probably 30 or 50,000. It'll probably be written in dual perspectives with that. I have the outlines, things like that. Then the book that I've been avoiding that has been in the works longer than Private Eye 1 is a book that I'm shooting for maybe 150 to 200 if I can. And it's just a behemoth of a book that I feel is like my magnum opus because it is a piece of work that I want to turn into a movie. You know, like maybe a small project with friends and things like that. We hire some actors, but it's something that one day, if you know somebody at Netflix, let me know. Or Apple TV because they have some shows that are killer. I'll turn it into a show, but it's something I feel that can be that. You know, just the premise and my vision for it and my outline, things like that, and all of that. And like I said, I've been working on that for years. What's funny is over a decade because it's something that I'm scared to approach because I want it to be perfect, and that's the problem with being a creative. Nothing's ever perfect or good enough, so that's why it's hard to create. That's why I say always about the fear of the blank page. There's nothing scarier to me than a blank piece of paper, and I'm not even a rock. It's a corny joke, but that's basically a gist of that. Other than that, I'm trying to post more, like I said, written content, short form, get good with that. So stick along for the ride. I've plugged all my stuff there. Mainly go on my site, booksbyjosh.com. You'll find those posts, you'll find actual signed PDFs of the ebooks if you want just, or PDFs, yeah, of the ebooks. You get them right there. If you want to buy them on Amazon, on Kindle, or wherever, Apple Books, Google, they're all there. And the audiobook is still being processed, but it should be live on my site soon. Not with my voice yet. That one come a little bit later. But that's basically it for this episode. Like I said, this is completely unscripted. I don't even know the length right now. I just want to shoot from the hip, give you guys a little bit of update, tell you guys my plan for 2026. And we just got to make it happen. And that's it. Thank you for sticking through to the end. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.